pay for a ticket, what do you wish to watch? You either want to watch a bloodbath match or an interesting match. I hope you didn't answer a hilarious match. Today, I've brought the most hilarious fights that ever occurred inside the ring, which made people regret paying to watch. So, without wasting much more time, let's get started. 704 pounds versus 169 pounds. Yep, you heard it right. This is the most ridiculous fight that ever happened. In the one corner was Emmanuel Yarborough, who weighed 704 pounds, while in the other was Daiju Takase, who weighed around 169 pounds. Although it could be an easy win for the 169 pounds, because the other requires more oxygen to move and his muscles can get tired quickly. But if this giant gets mounted on you, then you are dead for sure. But the 169-pound Takase knows what to do. He was running around the ring to tire him up. That's all they did in their approximate 8-minute fight. To keep Yarborough entertained and coming after him, he would throw some light punches and most often would represent himself as bait. In these types of matches, you need to use your brain rather than the big fatty muscles you got. But at the end, Takase did something insensible. He went for his feet. He thought he'll make him fall, but instead, Yarborough held on to him. He mounted on the 169er. If you would have thought it was the end, then it was not. After a series of throwing punches at his head, he set free from his grip. He then threw furious punches at his head, and Yarborough tapped out. Bob Snap versus Ken Kumuntaro. Have we got an anime lover here? Then we have a little something for you too. In Japanese MMA, Bob Snap fought the comical Ken Kumuntaro. For those who don't know who Ken Kumuntaro is, Montaro is a fictional character that was introduced in a popular Japanese anime, Kinnikuman Nisei. Now that you know it's a fictional character, they put an amateur wrestler in place of him. The copy of Ken Kumuntaro that you're seeing right now is Akihito Tanaka, dressed like him. This unadulterated idiocy is out of this world. In all the matches, they did some grappling on the canvas. The amateur gave him a really good fight. In all of the matches, he dominated him until the very last breath. In the end, Bob snapped him through his neck. Then he got away from him but still received deadly punches from the 330-pound giant. The Kissed Up Match. What you'll find funniest about this match is that it ended before it even officially started. The match was between Heath Herring versus Yoshihiro Nakao. It was a K1 Premium 2005 Dynamite New Year's Eve fight. But even though it was New Year's Eve, Heath wasn't expecting a kiss. When the referee was instructing them about the match, they got into an extravaganza stare down. They shouldn't have come this close to each other. In just a moment, Nakao kissed him on the lips. This move left Herring completely stunned. He responded the only way he knew. He punched him straight in the chin. The hook connected hard and he knocked him out on sight. The match ended before it even officially started. But this wasn't the end of the insanity. Soon, Herring was attacked by Nakao's cornerman. After that, a backstage fight went on. The Gown Hardcore Match. Today, WWE is known for insensible and foolish events, but their craziness coming down the line since the time of McMahon. It was a hardcore evening gown match held at King of the Ring in 2000. This match turned the competitors Gerald Briscoe and Pat Patterson into clowns. They were forced by the chairman to fight wearing gowns. They were wearing wigs, which didn't hold on for too long. They would take each other by their wigs. The challenge was that they would wear each other's wigs. Soon, they tore off the gowns, revealing themselves. It was WWE Comedy Gold. Then, they were attacked by another wrestler who turned this match into a nightmare for the two of them. He attacked them brutally and won the match by hitting Patterson with a trash can. It's not every day that you get to see a match like this. The Blindfold Match. Here's another prime match showcasing the craziness of WWE. The match was between Jake Roberts and Rick Martel. Although it was a serious match, still, the match setup was hysterical. The setup was to blindfold both of them, which was pure comedy. They were just hanging around trying to full moves on each other. This blindfold match didn't just happen between Jake Roberts and Rick Martel. It also happened between John Cena and Daivari and Cameron Grimes versus Dexter Lumis. Jorge Kawagi versus Ramon Olivas. This fight is the Newbies Fight. They were fighting professionally inside the boxing ring while they were professional newbies. They didn't know the stances, had poor footwork, and most of all, didn't even know how to land a punch. I still can't believe that a fight like this was sanctioned. They were fighting at the speed of a snail while delivering punches only to the body. The fighter in the black trunks was better than the other one. He dropped him to the canvas several times by delivering his slow punches to his head. But still, it was a pity fight. They could hurt each other badly. The audience was sitting there like, what the heck is this? Is this what we paid for? It was a ridiculous fight. Tony Moscow versus Jimmy Smith. This fight is known as the most absurd and silliest match ever. Jimmy was a complete noob and didn't know how to fight. At the start, he was putting some really hard punches, but even from these punches, you can easily conclude how much of a noob he is at boxing. I can't even find words for his defensive movements and his disfavored footwork. He was going at him like a complete maniac. Thankfully, the match didn't last long, and he was dropped to the canvas in just 22 seconds. I thought old boxing was dangerous and grievous, but this guy made it complete fun. Soccer Mom versus Alma McFarland. You might have come across the soccer mom who is completely overthrown by the skills she describes she has. If you haven't come across Soccer Mom, then don't worry, you're about to experience another worldly experience. On the one side, we have the Soccer Mom, wearing a black torso, while on the other we have McFarland. McFarland knows her way around mixed martial arts and is somewhat good at it, while the Soccer Mom is a complete noob who has lost all the matches she ever competed in. And this match is no different. As the match started, Soccer Mom went after her opponent as any other normal woman would after her rival in a normal street fight. There was no footwork or stance. All she knew was to put her head away and throw some easy punches. Her opponent, on the other hand, was good at it. Just as the match started, she went after her and threw some really hard punches at her. Soon, she was dropped to the canvas. What a TKO! However, it was still not enough to teach her a lesson that she would never dare to enter the ring again. Wilder versus Areola. It was a really interesting match. Wilder was putting more punches than Areola and was more dominating than him. In round 4 of the match, did something hilarious. Wilder's hand was on his head while he was punching him in his ribs and the ass. Then he did this comical move, while Areola was also taking advantage of it, until he gave him a deadly punch right in the head. I'm sorry to say, guys, but you've reached the end of our video. Comment down which one of the fights you enjoyed the most. If you enjoyed our video, then press the like button and subscribe to our channel for sportier and more entertainment videos. See you in the next one.